guys, so today I wanted to talk about why I'm vegan. Thought I should probably make a video about this, so here we are. Obviously, whenever someone asks you why you're vegan, you can't give them like a 10-minute presentation. Instead, I usually end up saying like health, environment, ethics, just to sort of sum it up. And then if they want to ask questions, they can. If not, it's all good. What it kind of boils down to is that I'm vegan because I want to live in alignment with my values and beliefs. So if I were to see an animal being tortured, let alone killed, I obviously wouldn't be okay with it, and every cell in my body would want to stop the person doing it. So I don't participate in animal cruelty. So I'm going to kind of break it down into 3 different like sub-genre things. First is ethics, second is health, third is environment. Not in any particular order, but maybe is that the order? I don't know. They're all important, so let's just talk about them. Also, for each of those 3 like sub-genre things, I'm gonna give you a documentary that you can go watch if you want more information about it. Because obviously this is not gonna be some elaborate, detailed, wonderful video. It's just a brief overview of the whole why vegan thing, at least in my eyes. Okay, so the first is ethics. The documentary I'm giving you for this one is called Earthlings. Just go watch it. Earthlings is a wonderful documentary. You should go watch it. Okay, so meat-wise, I think a lot of people kind of understand the horror that is a slaughterhouse. No, animals aren't killed peacefully in their sleep. And yes, they have feelings and mothers and brothers and eyes and a brain. We all kind of say that we love animals and we're against animal cruelty, yet we're okay with paying people to mutilate, torture, rape, and kill these animals just without us seeing it, for ourselves to eat and wear and whatever, when we don't even need to eat or wear or whatever them. In fact, it's actually a lot healthier not to eat them and ingest all the pus and hormones and, you know, I'm gonna get into health later. Stay tuned. Okay, back to ethics. I'm sure if I brought like meat eaters to a slaughterhouse, if you brought me to a slaughterhouse before I went vegan, and I just like cut a little pig's head off, like I would like close my eyes, or I'd be like, what the hell? I wouldn't have an urge to eat that animal. I would be like, what are you doing to that adorable pig or cow or whatever? Yet if I brought someone apple picking with me and I cut up them a little apple, they'd be like, yum, delicious. Or peaches or bananas or whatever fruit you like. Along the same lines, if you gave a baby like a bunny and an apple, my gut tells me that it would eat the apple and play with the bunny. I actually heard that somewhere, so I'm not taking credit for that, but it's still true. We all live on this earth together, and yes, the human population is huge, but that's why we need to have respect. These animals have never harmed you, they've never been mean to you, they've never done anything to deserve what we do to them. In fact, you even have some as pets. If you have pets, even if you don't have pets, you understand how cute and adorable and innocent animals are. The ones that would eat you, like lions and stuff, we don't eat. But the innocent ones, we do eat. That makes no sense. Like, would you eat your dog? No. What's the difference? Like, seriously, what is the difference? It's culture and tradition. And some amazing, amazing marketing from the meat and dairy industry. Okay, moving on to dairy now. Cows, for example, live up to 20-ish years. Yet dairy cows are usually shot around 3 or 4 and their milk production is no longer profitable. Cows bred for beef are obviously killed sooner than that, but I'm talking dairy right now. So these 3 to 4 years these poor dairy cows live, farmers don't just wait around for cows to get pregnant and then take their milk. They're constantly like impregnated just so they can keep producing milk for us. Here's a photo of what dairy cows' udders look like. This is because cows are not meant to constantly be pregnant and producing milk. The worst part is that the milk doesn't even go to their babies. Like seconds after the babies are born, the babies are taken away from the mom, and there's like some really sad videos. You can go watch it if you want. I can't imagine the fear of not just the baby, but the mother. Like your baby is being taken away by this human and you're like, okay, so now we have this milk for humans to drink. Firstly, we're the only species that drinks another species' milk. Second, no, we didn't always drink cow milk or other species' milk. We've always drank breast milk because infants need breast milk for nutrition. But consuming another species' milk is actually relatively recent, so don't just say we've been doing it forever. Also, think about it. The sole purpose of cow's breast milk is for their calf to grow from a little tiny calf into a 2,500 pound cow. Yet we're drinking it, not just as infants, but as adults. So despite the fact that we're drinking cow's milk as infants, I think it's even weirder that adults drink it. We're not supposed to breastfeed after infancy. It's just not how we're biologically made to function. You're supposed to go off breast milk at a certain point. Plus, do you know what cow's milk is? Let me just read off its entire composition here. 322 million cell counts per glass of pus. Hormones including pituitary, steroid, hypothalamic, and thyroid hormones. Remember, these cows are really stressed. Blood. The USDA allows up to 1.5 million white blood cells. Also read this. Currently, cows are in such a state of disease and mistreatment that they are continually being injected with antibiotic medicines and rubbed down with chemical-laden ointments to deal with their chronic infections. Currently, regulating committees only test for 4 out of 85 drugs in dairy cows. This means that the other 81 drugs in cow's milk are coming directly into your glasses and bodies. Estimates show that 38% of milk in the US is contaminated with sulfa drugs and other banned. I'm allergic to sulfa. Oh, and there's feces. Every glass of milk you drink. Feces. So blood, feces, hormones, and pus. Yum. That does not sound appetizing. I honestly didn't mean for this video to sound gross, so I'm sorry. But that is the facts. Okay, you might be thinking, but cheese is so good, cheese is so yummy, there's calcium, blah, blah, blah. First of all, I don't know if this is true, but I read that your body always wants to be at an alkaline level, and when you consume dairy, it makes it really acidic. So to balance it out and make it a bit more basic, it actually takes the calcium from your bones to get it back to alkaline. That actually explains why increase in dairy is proportional to increase in osteoporosis. Okay, back to cheese. So some people are like, I could never live without cheese, which is kind of true. You're addicted to cheese. Cheese is dairy that is bound together with casomorphine. Yes, morphine, an opiate, which is a compound that creates euphoria and the basis for drugs like morphine, codeine, and oxy. I just had to change my camera. Don't know where this was positioned. Let's go here. What was I saying? Cheese is essentially a lot of milk that's been condensed and bacterially cultured to taste good. It takes about 10 pounds of milk to make 1 pound of cheese. So yes, you can be addicted to cheese. I just found a study that talks about different levels of casomorphine in different types of cheese. So if you want to watch that. Actually, I don't know how to do the linky thing, so I'll link it below. So you might be asking, why is there an opiate in our food? Well, think about it. Milk is made for a baby cow. Baby cows need this milk from their moms. So this is a good thing. They should be addicted to this cheese. They should be feeling this sense of calm and euphoria from, or cheese, milk, everything I just said, milk, whatever, dairy, you get it. Think about when you give a little baby like a little breast milk thing, and then it gets all calm. It also increases like the mother-baby bond, which makes sense. So the issue is that it's from a different species and we're forcing it into our bodies past infancy. Okay, now I'm going to talk about health. So the documentary you can watch for this one is called Forks Over Knives. They also have a cookbook that's really good. You should buy that. A well-planned plant-based diet is packed full of nutrients, vitamins, minerals, protein, iron, calcium. Everything you need. There's absolutely nothing that's in meat that you can't get from plants. And those of you who are talking about B12, I just read this article that was saying they inject B12 into cows because we used to be able to get B12 from our soil. So the cows would be eating the grass, we'd be eating the plants, and we could get B12 from both our plants and our cow eating. But now they have to inject it into cows because our soil is so crappy from all of the waste from animal agriculture. Plant-based sources tend to be lower in saturated fat, higher in fiber, and more packed with antioxidants, helping mitigate some of the world's biggest health issues like obesity, heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Let me just list some like health benefits or whatever you want to call them.
Increased energy, better skin, leaner, like lower BMI, lower percentage of body fat, reduced risk of heart disease, lower cholesterol, blood pressure and mortality rates, diabetes, and cancer.
Although things are coming around, the World Health Organization actually listed red meat as a carcinogen, which is great. Anyway, the list goes on. I could talk about this forever. I honestly, like, genuinely feel 100 times better. My energy is consistent throughout the day. I can finally work out like every day. I used to go to the gym and do like 3 sit-ups and be like, oh my god, I'm so tired. But now I can actually work out. My mood is way better. I don't get all sluggish and crabby and crap after I eat. I feel like energized and ready to go. And it's just, there's like some kind of inner philosophical transition. I honestly can't even explain it. But most vegans I talk to feel this, and I think it's because you know that what you're putting in your body is healthy for you and it's not harming anyone. Like you're not eating another animal that had to suffer for you to eat it. Does that make sense? One note I want to make, you can still obviously be overweight and get cancer as a vegan if you just sit and eat Oreos all day. Actually, I want to show this clip if I can find it.
These are the top 15 causes of death, the top 15 reasons Americans die. And a plant-based diet can help prevent nearly all of them, can help treat more than half of them, and in some cases even reverse the progression of disease, including our top 3 killers.
And our Cornell and Harvard say that the optimum amount of meat in a healthy human diet is precisely 0.
By the way, for those of you who are like, you can't just cut a whole food group out of your diet. A food group is considered a food group if you get nutrients and vitamins and minerals or whatever, anything that you can't get from another source or another food group. That's not the case with meat or dairy. You can get everything that you get from that from plants. Do you know who funds the Canadian Food Guide and the American Food Guide? The dairy and meat industry. The same people who fund all the commercials and marketing that occurs. Okay, lastly, environment. The documentary I'm going to suggest for this is called Cowspiracy. It's about sustainability and environment. I'm actually gonna like mainly pull points from Cowspiracy. So in essence, this is a summary of Cowspiracy. So you can bike to work, you can recycle, you can take 30-second shorter showers, but it still remains that the leading cause of deforestation and greenhouse gas emissions is animal agriculture. I'm gonna read some more facts. Veganism reduces carbon footprint by 50%. The meat and dairy industry uses 1/3 of our fresh water. The amount of water it takes to make one hamburger is equivalent to a month of showers. A month of showers. And don't get me started on waste. That's just imagine there's like 56 billion land animals that are killed each year for food. So imagine all the waste that produces. By the way, that number is not including seafood. That's just like land animals. Let me put it this way. Every minute, 3.2 million kilograms of excrement are produced by animals raised in food in the US. That's just the US, not Canada, not the rest of the world, just US. Meat eaters use 18 times more land than vegans. This one's huge. Livestock covers 45% of the land on Earth. 45%. Really think about that for 1 second. For every kilogram of fish caught, there's 5 kilograms of unintended marine species caught and discarded as bykill. By the way, yeah, most of these are coming straight from Cowspiracy fact sheet, so I'll link it below. You can read it yourself. Thank you, Cowspiracy. In summary, animal agriculture is the leading cause of species extinction, ocean dead zone, water pollution, and habitat destruction on this planet. So yes, that panda you're sponsoring, you don't have to donate like $1 a day to it. Although that's wonderful, I don't do that, so props to you. You're a very good person. But my point is that you can help even more by just not eating meat and help avoid environmental and species extinction. My friend, you know who you are, sent me this thing the other day, and it was like joking about how vegans are eating away the rainforest and there's going to be no rainforest left. Couple of facts for you. 110 animal and insect species are lost every day from rainforest destruction. What causes rainforest destruction? 1 to 2 acres of rainforest are cleared every second just to make room for cattle. 91% of Amazon destruction is from animal agriculture. Okay, I'm done. In essence, eating bananas off trees that are regrowing bananas is a more environmentally friendly way to eat. Ideally, with this many humans on the earth, it would be lovely if we didn't need to eat, but we do. So try to eat plants. So it's killing the animals, it's killing you, and it's killing the planet. If you are vegan, I want to say that I'm really proud of you. No matter why you came to this belief, you're doing a lot of good for yourself and the planet, so thank you. If you aren't vegan, I want to say that you should be proud of who you are. You should feel good and proud of what you're feeding yourself. You should feel okay about what you choose to ignore and what you don't choose to ignore. So just consider it. I'm not forcing anyone to go vegan. It's your choice. It's always your choice. That's my thing. Like, it's a personal choice. Do what you want. You can just try it out if you want, like once a week or something. And like, remember, like I ate meat for like 17 or 18 years. There's no like difference or barrier between us. I'm just sharing with you everything I've learned through this experience. And I'm not like selling you a product or selling you a guide. This is not for my own personal gain. This is just me trying to tell people how good it feels. Okay, this is the last thing I want to say. I get that when you eat steak or drink a glass of cow's milk, you don't instantly feel like you're dying. And you probably grew up thinking these foods are healthy and ethically okay. But just please, please think about what I've said, and you can go watch those documentaries if you want. There's a lot of other amazing sources out there. I'll try to link some below, but feel free to comment or message me and I can hook you up. Yeah, not forcing you to go vegan, just saying you should get informed about what you're putting into your body and how it's affecting the world and the cute little animals. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!